What's up, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. As you've seen by the title, today I'm telling you about how I make almost $20,000 a year just by being a cadet here at the University of North Georgia. You might be wondering, how in the world are you making almost $20,000 a year? It's actually not even shocking. The sooner that you hop onto these opportunities, the more money you'll make, and sooner. For example, I was offered a 3-year ROTC scholarship here at the University of North Georgia to be a cadet. And once I contract, I will sign a paper saying that I will serve active duty in the Army for at least 4 years. And then I have the choice of doing either reserve or active duty for the other 2, or I can continue doing active duty instead. I'll probably just do active duty for all 6. When I sign that contract, the university then pays for my tuition or my room and board. And I'm not even talking, this isn't even getting into the 20 grand that goes into my pocket. This is just how much money the school will pay for me to attend before I even get to the 20 grand. Right now I'm on track with everything. Once I contract next month, I'll start making $420 a month just for signing that piece of paper. Just for saying that I'm gonna serve for at least 6 years in the Army. On top of the $420 a month that the school gives you once you contract, the school also gives you $2,000 at the end of every semester with the same requirements as I said before. You have to pass your PT test and you have to have a certain GPA, and you got to meet those core standards, but those are so easy. Like, those standards should be met at all times, whether you're contracted or on scholarship or not. Like, they're so easy. Like, it's not hard to pass your PT test. It's not hard to have a high GPA. And you don't even need a high GPA. You literally just need a minimum 2.5, which in my opinion is too low. So it's not hard. So once I sign my contract, right, I'll make $420 a month and an additional $2,000 every semester. I already did the math. That alone is $8,200 a year straight into your pocket. No taxes. That is yours. All that I just said is going to be in your pocket. So we're already almost halfway there to the other, about $20,000 that I make. I have 3 sources of income. Once I contract, I'll get the $420 a month and the $2,000 every semester. I have 2 jobs on campus. None of them have me working after 5 p.m. Isn't that crazy? So after 5 p.m., I'm free to do whatever I please. And they also work with whatever classes I'm taking. I give them my schedule and they make it work around what's best for me, and then put me on the schedule based on my availability. And I'm literally doing what you see me doing right now. Sitting at a desk, doing my homework, or filming a YouTube video, or watching Netflix. It's too easy, let me tell you. It's so easy. I'm trying to help you guys out, okay? Like, I don't know if I'm lucky or what, but listen, the first job that I got on campus was a job as an orientation leader. So I'm currently working in the orientation office as we speak. This is generally not what you're gonna do as an orientation leader. As an orientation leader, you'd be working all summer, giving orientations to new students and transition students, and introducing them to the campus, giving them campus tours, and all that good stuff that every freshman or like new transfer student will have once they come to this university. Of course, due to coronavirus, there are different means of how orientation works due to social distancing standards and whatnot, but that just made it really easy for me this year. Like, I got really lucky, and let me explain. Due to the coronavirus, all orientation leaders, instead of having to work all summer living on campus giving orientations, we had to do everything virtually. The money still came in. In May, I was paid $750 just for training alone. Just to be trained, just for me to sit down and listen to my supervisors and administrators tell me about like how to be professional, tell me about multicultural traditions, academics, and all these things, just to make sure that I'm aware that I'm gonna have different students coming from different backgrounds and that every student is gonna be different. Just how to train me on how to be a better orientation leader for the various kinds of students that I'll be facing over the summer. $750 just for that. Literally me sitting at home, just pulling up my laptop and saying, I'm here, and then watching them give me a brief. And the briefs don't even last long. And they were only once every like 2-3 weeks. So the bag, like, okay, that's $750 from May alone. In June, they paid me $1,000. And in June is when I actually started working. And all I did was about once a week, I gave a virtual meeting. And it wasn't even a mandatory meeting. Some of my fellow orientation leaders didn't even have students that joined their meeting. I always had students join mine. And it was never even more than like 7 people that came at one time. And all I had to do was sit here and explain to them how to make sure that they're on track, to make sure everything is paid for, and so that they know what's going on campus, catching them up on things that they would have found out in person, but because of the coronavirus, I was just explaining it to them online. The video calls were always 30 minutes or 45 minutes. And you are well trained on how to conduct these meetings with these students. And then if they have any questions for you at the end, you would then answer them. Like I said earlier, they paid me $750 in May alone. And that was just for training. And then $1,000 in June to actually work, which really wasn't work for me. And then they paid me $1,000 in August to conduct orientation, which is probably the most you'll ever be interacting with the students. And that's when you're given 2 orientation sessions a day. It was actually really busy for the past 2 weeks that they were doing that. I was in MCOA at the time, so I did not do that orientation. However, I still got paid for that orientation time. Yet, here I am making up the hours that I missed working in the office. And then in January, because every semester we get new students and transfer students, so in January is another hot point where new students are coming in, and then that's where I'd give orientations again. They'll give me $750, and all of that combined is $3,500 a year. And that's on top of my already making $8,200 a year just for being on scholarship. My final source of income is working with cadet admissions, another really easy job to have. With that job, I wasn't really recruited, but I had made this YouTube video that a lot of people may have seen. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I did a room tour of what my room looked like as a freshman here at the University of North Georgia as a cadet. And that video blew up, and then I was reached out by the director of cadet admissions over the summer of him asking me to use my video on like the cadet admissions page and whatnot. And of course I said yes. And then once school started, I applied. Welcome to cadet admissions. Excuse me. Nighthawk Engagement and Student Transitions. This is Jasmine. How can I help you? My name is Jasmine Valentine. I'm also an orientation leader here, of course. That's the first time I ever had a call. And I wasn't even logged in. I was just like, she sounded like she did not want to be on the phone. I've never had a call. This is like my 10th shift. I've never had a call here.
You also said this is cadet admissions. Like,
I know.
I guess there's so many jobs. I can't.
No, I just like cadet admissions on top of my head because that's the next thing on my list is how much I'm getting paid there.
Did you stop recording?
No, it's
okay. Good. This is a good segment. Like your face, looking at your face.
Sorry, guys. Back to the video. Like I said before, I was scouted out by the director of cadet admissions due to this YouTube video that I uploaded of my cadet room tour. Once this school year started, I applied to work cadet admissions, which is just like a student assistant working in the office like I'm doing right now. But of course, I'll be working in the cadet admissions office and I'll have on a different uniform. And I answer phone calls of new cadets or like prospect students that want to come here or ask any questions, parents, family members, students, brothers, sisters, anyone interested. And then I also give tours to prospect students that want to see what the university looks like and whatnot. Whoever, I don't know the word, I want to say like the director over me or like the assistant director, they're all really friendly people. The job is extremely easy. I'm very lucky to be working there. I love it, in fact. That's the only job that I get like an hourly wage. They pay me $10.25 an hour just to sit at a desk or like give an occasional tour and like answer the phone, right? Due to me working to make up my hours in the orientation office, my hours are less in the cadet admissions office. However, once I finish making up the hours of orientation, I will then go back to working 18 hours a week at the cadet admissions office. With that being said, multiply $10.25 an hour by 18 hours a week. A school year has 36 weeks. That's $6,642 a year, but that's before tax. So like after tax, I don't really know. But combining all of this together, me being on 3-year scholarship, working as an orientation leader and working in cadet admissions, in a year, I'll make about $18,340 a year. But that's how you can do it. So once if you guys ever want to come here and like want to make money for doing like basically nothing, do what I'm doing. It's really nice, and it's so great to see all that money. You can put it towards your books, you can put it towards summer classes, you can put it towards hanging out with your friends, Christmas, birthdays, going on a trip over the summer, or be like me. I literally bought 2 cars. Well, only because the first one broke down, so I had to buy a second one. But like, you know what I mean? So take all that money and save it, or do whatever you want with it. Take advantage of these situations, apply yourself, and find these jobs. And to apply for these jobs, you would just need to go to UNG Higher Touch. Just Google that once you're a student here, because you can't apply unless you're a student for these student jobs. So once you get accepted and you know you're gonna need money, the school offers plenty of jobs on campus that you can just help out with and just apply for, and then, you know, they'll tell you your hourly wage and whatnot, and have an interview, and if you get the job, then there you go. That's just how I'm making almost $20,000 a year for basically doing nothing. But anyways, if you guys want any more information on how I'm doing this, or like what the jobs entail, or like just anything of that sort, comment them down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I post videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and I will see you guys next time with another new video.